first off, I mean, how frustrating was it? You played 3 games and this happened.
Yeah, frustration was, is a good word for it, I guess you can say. It is what it is. A lot of guys are going through it in the league. A lot of people are going through it in the world today. I went almost full 2 years without it, so I had no symptoms. It wasn't that bad. It was just quarantining and staying isolated was probably the hardest part about it. But you know what? I'm feeling okay coming out of it. Had a good skate this morning, and just want to get back to work.
When you found out you tested positive, were you shocked, I guess?
I sit next to Oposo in the locker room. I mean, we mask up and stuff, but you never know what'll happen. When he tested positive the day before, I knew that there was a chance, so I was even extra precautious and tried to keep my distance away from everyone else just in case. Like I said, I didn't have any symptoms or anything like that, but even being vaccinated and boosted and everything like that, I think it's you never know what'll happen. It's not 100%, so disappointed was probably the best term because missing another game, not 2 games. But yeah, it was just unlucky, and it happens.
I think Thursday is realistic to play.
We'll see. It's not my decision. I mean, it's partially my decision. I got to let the coaches know how I'm feeling and stuff, but that's up to Don and the rest of the coaching staff. And but I felt better than expected out there this morning. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, and we'll take it day by day.
You set up like in your apartment or house, whatever you live in, to do some physical activity, or no?
A little bit. I got some stuff from the rink, a couple minor bands, and some unit that helps blood flow, stuff like that. I was able to do minimal stuff. I don't have a bike or anything like that. Couldn't get any cardio in really, but you do what you can. For me, it was mostly just trying to eat as healthy as possible, getting good sleep, trying to stay as active as possible. If that meant cleaning the house or the apartment 2-3 times a day, that's what I had to do, just to get up on my feet and move around. So my dog Teddy there kept me pretty active too. I was playing with him a lot, so I got to thank Teddy for that.
There's so much talk here about prospects and where this franchise is going. What's your curiosity level just to watch Jack Quinn, another guy you're just getting to know, play a game?
I'm excited, for sure. 8th overall pick. I think it was in my brother's draft actually. So I was watching that draft and saw the Sabres pick him up, and I've heard nothing but unbelievable things, and he looks really good out there so far. All I can say to him is just go out there and have fun. I remember my first game, and I was 19, 20 years old, and he's definitely chomping at the bit to get out there, and it's really, it's exciting to watch his excitement, honestly, and I think he's going to have a really good career, and it starts with game 1.
You learned anything about Rasmus Dahlin first watching him night in for a couple months and not playing with him a couple games?
Yeah, something that surprised me was his leadership. A lot of guys in the locker room look up to him, even though he's still, how old is he, 22, I want to say, around there. So everyone gravitates towards him, everyone watches him, and he comes in, and his work ethic is like none other I've ever seen. And you know what, he really holds himself to a higher standard. It's really good to see out of such a young player. It's something that I look up to as well. I've been able to be really fortunate to play with some really high-end and really good veterans in Vegas and also here in Buffalo, and to see a guy at his age already have that presence and that mindset, it's really remarkable.
Is it more of an example presence, or is he speaking?
Yeah, it's more of an example. He is outspoken at times. I wouldn't say he's the most vocal guy, but you see him a lot. I mean, you guys probably see how much he's the first guy out on the ice, and he's doing extra stuff with the coaches, and he's really trying to hone in on his craft. And like I said, he expects a lot out of himself. And after losses, you can see how hard he takes it in the locker room. And it's a process. And obviously, we haven't won much here in Buffalo in the past few years since he's been here, but he's really going to be at the core and at the center of turning that around, and he really wants to be a part of that core of turning it around here in Buffalo. And I think a lot of the younger guys and even some of the older guys are really going to follow suit with him.
Coach, you looking forward to just getting this entire team back? You guys are kind of in and out of the lineup, but one reason or another.
Everyone's going through it now, though, so there's no excuses. It's a next man up mentality. It's the mentality that we have in our locker room. That we're in a developmental part of our team, and so getting guys like Jack Quinn in the lineup is going to be really positive and productive going forward, and it's going to be really good for players like that and the rest of the team, honestly, too. It's guys are getting a lot of opportunities right now that they might not have if everyone was healthy. So I think it's giving a lot of guys confidence and certain guys a lot more playing time, which is really good and is going to help their game going forward as well.
Did you meet Jack for the first time today?
We FaceTimed. Oh, we didn't FaceTime. We did a little football pool yesterday. So we had. I met him on FaceTime really quickly yesterday. The guys FaceTimed me from quarantine. I was on one of the teams, so he's on my team for the football pool. But yeah, this morning was the first time we sat down distance from him at breakfast. But I was talking to him a little bit, and you can just see the overwhelming joy and excitement he has to play his first NHL hockey game. Awesome. Thanks, guys.